Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. Government unveiling its common minimum program today. Coalition leaders meet to give final say to the program. Election Commission publishing final list of candidates for House of Representatives by-election to provide election symbols today. Cases of COVID infection rising across the country with 98 cases reported on a single day. Health Ministry says the new variant is less contagious but more infectious. High-level talks held between bitter rivals Saudi Arabia and Iran. Talks brokered by China in Beijing. And Machindra football and Himalayan Sherpa playing on the Martyrs Memorial A Division League today. 3-1 Army and the 3-star meeting in the other fixture. Welcome back. Now we have the news in details. The government unveiling its common minimum program today. To give final say to the program, the partners of ruling coalition are meeting in Balwata. Earlier, the draft of the program was shared with the ministers and other leaders of the ruling coalition. The government is preparing to publish the common minimum program with the necessary modifications. The program will be unveiled at 5 p.m. today. Prime Minister Pushpa Dahal has prepared to give full say to his Council of Ministers once the common minimum program is unveiled. The final list of candidates is being published today for the House of Representatives by-election. The election symbols are also being distributed to the candidates today itself. Prior to this, the Election Commission has called for withdrawal of candidacies. The names of withdrawal can be done from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. today, after which the Election Commission will publish final list of candidates to contest the 23rd April by-election. Election Commission has informed that after publishing the final list of candidates, election symbols will be handed over to the candidates. Election campaign will officially begin after obtaining the election symbols. Due to various reasons, by-election for members of the House of Representatives is being held in Tanahuan, Bara 2 and Chitwan 2. The meeting of House of Representatives is scheduled for 1 p.m. today. As per the House agenda, the Bill on Public Service Broadcasting Bill 2078 and Security Printing Bill 2078 will be tabled in today's meeting. The twin bills were on Tuesday unanimously endorsed by the Upper House of Federal Parliament. The National Assembly. Also, Prime Minister Pushpa Dahal will present a 63rd annual report of Public Service Commission. Parliament's Secretariat's notice. According to the Parliament's Secretariat's notice, Speaker Dev Rajgimiri will nominate members in Parliament Business Advisory Committee in today's session. We shall get back with more updates at the side. We do have, stay with us, time for a short break. Welcome back here on Nepal Television News. Now the remaining updates. The new variant of coronavirus, Omicron XBB 1.16, which has been detected for the first time in Nepal, is reported to be more infectious. The new variant is comparatively less lethal and more contagious, said Acting Director of Epidemiology and Communicable Disease Control Division, Dr. Hemant Oza. The new variant could cause more problems to the chronically ill, people with low immunity to fight the disease, and the elderly. At least 17 patients infected by coronavirus are currently under institutional care of various hospitals in the Kathmandu Valley. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, 4 of them are being treated in intensive care units and 1 is put under ventilator support. Nepal recorded 98 new cases of coronavirus in the past 24 hours of Wednesday. Out of the confirmed cases, 71 were tested through the RT-PCR method and 27 through the antigen method. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, a total swab of 1,768 samples were tested in the past 24 hours. With the rise in mercury, a risk of dengue infection is also increasing. According to the Epidemiology and Disease Control Division, altogether 350 cases have been reported in 52 districts across the last 3 months. In the same period, 50 cases of dengue were reported in the Kathmandu Valley. Government has urged for caution. Kailali and Kanchanpur has seen a surge in rabies infection since the past month. According to Animal Disease Research Laboratory Hungary Kailali, few of the cattle died due to the rabies infection in Kanchanpur. Chief Animal Disease Research Laboratory and Senior Veterinarian of Naresh Prasad Joshi said cattle including buffaloes, cows and few goats succumbed to rabies in Kanchanpur in the past month. There has been a rapid surge of rabies infection in Kanchanpur as compared to other districts in the region. As per the information, following the rise in the rabies infection, a free vaccination campaign has been launched in the district. If the rabies is transmitted through the bites of foxes and dogs, there are no such treatment to cure, experts says. Construction of the Hulaki Road, aka the Postal Highway, has not completed even after 6 years of deadline. The construction of 62-kilometer section of the highway from Doke Bazar to Betkot of Kanchanpur district should have been over in 30 months had the construction work moved ahead smoothly. The contract for this was signed in March 2017. 26 kilometers of the section of the highway in Kanchanpur district remain to be blacktopped. Engineer at the Hulaki Highway Project Office Deepak Sunar accepted that there has been delay in the construction of the highway. The construction is not complete yet even after extending the deadline further 5 times. Construction of 62 kilometers of the Hulaki Road was begun after awarding the contract in 3 phases. The first phase included the 20 kilometers road construction from Doke Bazar to Belowri. 90% works have been completed on this section. However, the construction remains uncompleted in the remaining 2 sections. We have international headliners at the side. Stay with us. Time for a short break again. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we have news from international front. The foreign ministers of Iran and Saudi Arabia, 2 bitter historical rivals in the Middle East, have held talks for the first time since 2016. Saudi's Al Ikhbariya TV aired a brief video showing Prince Faisal bin Farhan and Saud and Hussein Amir Abdullahian greeting each other in China. Last month, the 2 nations agreed to restore diplomatic relations during lower-level talks also in China. Saudi Arabia cut ties in 2016 after crowds stormed its embassy in Tehran. This followed Riyadh's execution of a prominent Shia Muslim cleric. A 25-year-old man burst into a preschool in southern Brazil and killed 4 children with a hatchet-like weapons on Wednesday before turning himself into a police. President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva condemned as monstrous. The attacker, who jumped a wall to get inside, also wounded 4 other children at the private preschool known as the God Shepherd Center in the city of Blumenau. He then rode a motorcycle to a state police station and handed himself in, police said. Thailand's main opposition Pheu Thai party confirmed on Wednesday the daughter of billionaire ex-premier Thaksin Shinawatra as one of its candidates to be prime minister in the country's upcoming election. Paetung Tan Shinawatra, a 36-year-old with a jet-setting lifestyle and 500,000 Instagram followers, stands in stark contrast to her establishment rivals current Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and his deputy Parvit Wongsuwan. The party's further May 14 vote fall into two broad camps, those backed by Thailand's military and royalist establishment and more reformist opposition groups with Pheu Thai at their head. To the more updates, before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the side. Antarctica's melting ice sheet could retreat much faster than previously thought, new research suggests. The evidence comes from markings on the seafloor of Norway that record the pullback of melting European ice sheet thousands of years ago. Today, the fastest withdrawing glaciers in Antarctica are seen to retreat by the 30 meters a day. But if they speed up, the extra melted water would have big implications for sea level rises around the globe. Ice losses from Antarctica caused by climate change have already pushed up the surface of the world's ocean by nearly 1 centimeter since the 1990s. Now time for sports. Two matches under the 6th edition of Martyrs Memorial 8 Division League football tournament is slated for today. Former winners Machindra Football Club and Himalayan Sherpa Club will lock horns at Enfa Complex. 11th placed Machindra and 10th rank holder Himalayan Sherpa Club will be eyeing for their second consecutive victory today. At the same time, on the other match, the Tribhuvan Army Club will take on 3-star club at Chasal Ground. Similarly, 7th placed Army, which has garnered 8 points from 5 games, is 1 point behind 3-star. The last match of the 6th edition will be held tomorrow. As of now, Jalakil Youth Club is leading with 13 points from 6 games. Marcus Rashford scored the only goal with a brilliant half volley as Manchester United beat Brentford 1-0 in the Premier League at Old Trafford on Wednesday to climb back into the top 4. The victory was a perfect response following a disappointing 2-0 defeat by Newcastle United on Saturday and lifted the Red Devils to 53 points. 3 ahead of 5th placed Tottenham Hotspur and level with the Magpies in 3rd. United started brightly, forcing a series of corners and free kicks as Brentford pulled their outfield players behind the ball to try to close down space. And when the breakthrough came in the 27th minute, it was from another set piece. Well, we are almost at the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines again. Government unveiling its common minimum program today. Coalition leaders meet to give final say to the program. Election Commission publishing final list of candidates for House of Representatives by-election to provide election symbols today. Cases of COVID infection rising across the country with 98 cases reported on a single day. Health Ministry says the new variant less contagious but more infectious. High-level talks held between bitter rivals Saudi Arabia and Iran. Talks brokered by China and Beijing. And Machindra Football and Himalayan Sherpa playing under Martyrs Memorial A Division League today. 3v1 Army and a 3-star meeting in the other fixture. This is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.